This guy kept blocking the sidewalk with his massive truck, so I superglued a parking ticket to his windshield. So I walked to work every morning down this sidewalk that runs next to our office parking lot. It's the only way to get there unless you want to walk like half a mile around the building. There's this one guy who drives this absolutely massive pickup truck. I'm talking lifted so high you need a ladder to get in, extended cab, extended bed, enough lights bolted to it to blind an airplane pilot. And of course he's got those fake metal truck nuts hanging from his hitch because apparently that's a thing grown men do. Every single morning, this dude backs his truck into the same parking spot. But here's the problem. He backs it in so far that the entire back end sticks out into the sidewalk, like completely blocks it. So everyone walking to work has to step off the sidewalk into the street to get around this thing. We're talking about stepping into actual traffic on a busy road just because this guy can't figure out how parking spaces work. I watched people almost get hit by cars multiple times trying to squeeze around his truck, moms pushing strollers having to go into the street, old people with walkers struggling to navigate around it. The worst part? Our parking lot doesn't have real security. Just these rent-a-cops who spend most of their time eating donuts in their little golf cart. So I decided to do something about it myself. I ordered these fake parking tickets online. They look totally real, but they're just pranks. I started putting them on cars that parked like idiots, including Truck Guy. The first time I put one on his windshield, I wrote parking violation, sidewalk encroachment in the little blank space. I even drew a little diagram showing how his truck was sticking out. Next morning, I'm walking to work and I see the ticket crumpled up on the ground next to his truck. He just threw it away like trash. So now he's blocking the sidewalk and littering. Perfect. This went on for weeks. I'd put a ticket, he'd throw it away. People kept having to dodge traffic because of his stupid truck. That's when I decided to get creative. I waited until I saw him park the same way again. This time I brought a little tube of super glue with me, the kind that bonds instantly and never comes off. I wrote out another ticket, but this time I added please stop littering, along with the parking violation. Then I walked over to his precious truck and super glued that ticket right to his driver's side mirror. Not the windshield where he could scrape it off easy. The mirror, where he'd have to see it every single day, and where it would be impossible to remove without damaging the paint. I hid behind another car and watched him come out after work. He went to grab the ticket like usual, but it wouldn't budge. He pulled harder. Nothing. He stood there for like 5 minutes trying to peel it off with his keys, getting more and more frustrated. Finally gave up and just drove home, with this bright yellow parking ticket permanently attached to his mirror. The best part? The next morning he parked in the back of the lot, where his truck could stick out onto the grass instead of the sidewalk. Sure, it meant he had to walk an extra 30 seconds to get to the building, but apparently that was better than having a permanent parking ticket as a hood ornament. He never blocked the sidewalk again.